mic test. Testing. Good morning, girls and one boy. Oh, you know what? I heard the adults say good morning, but they're not a girl or a boy. They're a man and a woman. You're girls and one boy. Who's the girls and one boy in this room? So if I say good morning, what do you say?
Three times. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Thank you so much, Noah. I appreciate that. So today's story is going to be about asking. How many of you like to ask for gifts? Raise your hand. What are gifts that you've asked from people? Sophia, you can come here. You can tell me. What's a gift that you've asked?
For God?
Wow, you ask for God to answer prayers. Good answer. Is there any toys or something that you've liked that you've maybe asked your parents? Carlo, I saw your eyes light up. What's something that you're like, man, I really want this. I'm going to ask my parents if they could give this to me. What's the biggest thing you've ever asked your parents?
Robux.
Roblox? Roadblocks? Oh, roadblocks. Anyone else want to share? What is the biggest thing you might have asked your family? Yes, Sophia. You can come here again so we can hear your voice. Are you still thinking? You know? Okay, come here. You can share it.
A flower.
Wow, you kids are such good kids. You don't really ask for much, huh? A flower. So this story is about a king. And this king was feeling himself one day. And he told all the people in his land, he said, I feel very giving. I want you all to come up and ask me what you want, and I will grant your wishes. So depending on the person, I will grant that person their wish. So everyone was like, oh, what will I wish to the king? What can I ask the king to do? Maybe he'll grant my wish, but maybe I'll ask him something that's not too much, so that way he feels like, oh, at least they're not asking for too much. I'll grant their wish. So a lot of the people in the kingdom were thinking, what am I going to ask the king? What am I going to ask the king? If you were in that kingdom, what would you ask the king? What, Sophia? Wow, you'd ask the king for flowers. You really love flowers, huh? Some people, they went up to the king and they said, king, I want a lamb, just a lamb. And then other people came up to the king and they said, king, I want a cow so I can have milk for the rest of the cow's life. Other people said, I want 10 chickens. And you know what happened? The king would listen, and the king was falling asleep because all the things that the people were asking him were boring to him. He was like, why are these people, I'm the king, and they're asking me to give them something so small? But then there was a little girl, and she went up to the king, and she said, King, I have a request. And this girl was so bold to ask the king. She said, I want the biggest land in this kingdom. And everyone was looking, and they're like, whose daughter is this? Isn't she embarrassed to ask for this? And the little girl said, but not just that. I want the biggest land, and I want the prettiest flowers there. I want a river that flows through that land, like a nice stream that goes through that. And I want this land to be filled with animals. And she said, the reason why I want this is because